Have you ever found yourself wondering what your relationship is like with yourself and what your relationship is like with other people in your life? Since all of our relationships play such a crucial role in our mental and our emotional health, how do we do so accurately? And how do we find the level that our relationships are at with ourselves and with the other people in our lives? I'll admit that I ask this so often, and more often than I probably should. So as I was reading through the textbook, the Johari window stood out to me the most. The Johari window gets its name from its two creators, Joseph Loft and Harry Ingham. They created the name by putting their first names together, Joseph and Harry, getting the Johari. And the creators weren't just creative with the name, they were creative with the model that they decided to make and use to help get the points across that they needed to. They chose a window, and a window that has 4 panes, 4 different parts. And as I go through this talk, I will explain each and every part. To start off, when you see a window, you see the whole window. So imagine yourself in that window, your whole self. What do you see? You'll most likely see your likes, your dislikes, your needs, maybe your secrets, and maybe things that aren't really known to you yet. So Joseph and Harry go a little further with this window. They split it in 2 different ways. So they split it vertically and horizontally. When they split it vertically, on one side, you have the things that are known to yourself. And then on the other half, you have things that aren't known to yourself, that you don't know about yourself. And then they split it horizontally. And on the top, they put things that are known about you by others, that others know about you. And then on the bottom, they put things that are not known by others, that others don't really know about you. So when you put these 2 divisions together, you get 4 parts, or as in the Windows case, you get 4 panes. The first part represents the open area. That's things that are known by you and also known by others. So it is open because it's openly known by you and others. So a good example of this is a star football player. They know they're good, and everybody in the crowd, they know they're good. So it's openly known by the star player and by everybody else. It's an openly known fact. The second part represents the blind area. That is the area that's known by others, but not known by yourself. So if we stay on the track of the football player, so maybe the star football player doesn't know he's a star football player. He just thinks he's just a bench warmer maybe. But other people know that he's a great football player. So that's blind to him because he doesn't see what others see. That's why it's the blind area. The third area is the hidden area. That's things that you know, but you don't want other people to know. I like the example of being a good drawer. I like to draw, and I feel like I'm a good drawer, but I don't let people know because I like to keep that hidden about myself, so I hide it. But recently, it got out that I knew how to draw. I accidentally left one of my notebooks behind, and it was found at the art building. So now the art teacher wants me to take more art classes because I know how to draw. So with that hidden area, things can become more public based on how much your self-disclosure applies to that relationship. The fourth and the final part of the Johari window is the unknown area. It's the parts that are not known by you and also not known by others. So if it's unknown by us, and unknown by others, how do we know that it's there? The creators thought the exact same thing, and then they realized, what about hidden talents that people didn't know they had that all of a sudden they had? Or secret weaknesses that they finally realized that, oh, that's not theirs. And then even strengths, hidden strengths. So they decided that it's unknown until it becomes known, so that it is there because it was there in the first place. So luckily, because of Joseph Loft and Harry Ingham, we are able to have the Johari window, and we are able to better understand and decipher the different concepts because we have these different parts to base it off of. So when we put this in light with our self-disclosure and our relationships with others and our relationships with ourselves, we're able to better understand how they work and what about them is making it that way. So the next time you see a window, or even a 4-pane window, remember how it pertains to you and your relationships and how you express yourself and how you may not express yourself and the things you may not know about yourself. And when you see that, remember how it does, because I know I do.